Wait, set. 380.
Watch the slant.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Patriots send out their punter. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Check 52.
They'll try the left side. It's McKenzie. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 50.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the Bills' 16-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Man, I got you.
Hey, check it. Hold 50. Check it, reload.
Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They gonna need some therapy. Alert! Hey, wahoo!
58 right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike.
Throwing now is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
58 to Mike. Silver.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. A gain of 37.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
5.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. 58, boys, 58 to Mike.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Space to maneuver at the 40. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Brady gives to Michel, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Switch.
50. Hey, Delta.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Big stop, G. Big
On 2nd down, Michel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 85 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've been proved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Allen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Come on now.
Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. Allen now on first down. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58, Mike. You're trapped,
Bravo.
Go 58's the Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Allen to throw again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Michel. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Slam.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, it's McKenzie, and he's got Rome. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. 5 wide. 458's the mic. Come on, boy.
Now Allen. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Allen. And he slides to avoid the hit. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Dante Hightower racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. They'll run on first down. Michelle pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Michelle. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
59 mark, check, 59.
On play action, now Brady able to get this to Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
On first down, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Pass. Bristol, travel. 56. Hey, seam 6.
58, Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And the Bills first down.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you
Yeah, that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wide, 80.
Tackles.
Mike.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From midfield, here's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58. Some. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Ellington. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's see it. Play it. 58, right over there, right?
Alert!
Mike, 58, right there.
Go!
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Allen now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the ground, Ellington. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ground 80!
38-yard line.
Some.
Out. Motion,
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
58, come on. Yo.
Hey, tight. Hey, high 7.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here I come.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that's complete. It's Ellington. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, wahoo!
Get up.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Michael Bannon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Five. Watch motion. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen dancing to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
I'm coming.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Coming to you. 58's the mic.
Hey, Echo.
58's the mic. Rip right.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Mike, 58, right there. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
General West.
Let's get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKenzie, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Brady going to look to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get...
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll run on first down. Michel, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Here we go.
Alpha.
Mike part 9.
Hey, Delta. 380. Hey.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it.